Hi and welcome to the fourth module ng ating course, Project Cost and Financial Documents Generator Program. And congratulations for making it to our 3 modules. So natapos na natin yung mga kumbaga yung basic or yung hindi automation part ng course natin. Again, congratulations for that. And before we'll move on to the automation part, actually yung topic natin ngayon is the basic MS Excel VBA tutorials or generate auto consolidation, right? So dito na magsisimula yung magic ng ating ng ating course. So dito ituturo ko kung paano ba nangyayari yung mga automation na yan, right? So before we move on to we move further to the course, I'd like you to have a glance. Balik tayo ulit sa ating roadmap so that we will be guided as to how far have we gone sa course, okay? So we have already completed the topic yung mga Excel functions and formulas natin, which is a good foundation ng ating skills. And then we also incorporated it by using the tables named range, table, pivot table, and yung detailed unit price analysis, which is the vital source ng ating mga information in every item of work, right? So using the detailed unit price analysis information, napupull out natin yan, nagagather natin yan into one important na file, which is yung tinawag nating yung general ledger. Pwede naman you can use other terms for that, okay? Depende po yun sa inyo. So, and here, we already prepared, we already discussed on how to prepare these basic documents para sa financial documentation. Right, we have the summary of budget cost. We have discussed about that, POW or BOQ. We already discussed the BOM, the itemized budget cost. And the cash flow actually will be discussed after ng ating ng module 5 kasi it's kumbaga nagiging part na siya ng bonus kasi yung project cost and financial documents generator program natin is now incorporated with initialization ng ating scheduling, right? And the summaries as well, it's already part but it's not discussed kasi mostly kasi ng mga documentation ngayon, financial documentation does not require na with summaries of labor, yung mga rates na mga ganon, right? But these are just basic documents, right? So, and now, I believe we are now ready to move to the automation part ng ating course, which will be a prerequisite para matutunan natin on how to use this project cost and financial documents generator na binuo or inimbento, kumbaga, ko as your author dito sa FMESS. Alright? So, let's move on. And let's take a look kung bakit nga ba, what's the difference between, we all know na may difference talaga kasi nga from not automated or yung manually done, which we already experienced, pero hindi siya talaga totally manual kasi we're using yung mga techniques na functions, tables, and pivot tables from Microsoft Excel. And now, yung talagang fully automated talaga na is in just a click of a button, everything will just be prepared by Microsoft Excel. Wala na tayong gagawin, yung pagpindot na lang. But, before that, we must understand kung ano ba yung why there is a need. Bakit kailangan nating mag-push, mag-promote ng automation na to when in fact we are not programmers naman. Alright? So, actually guys, yung mga program dito, natututunan lang din naman. Once you have done it once you done it, you can use it for lifetime na talaga. Alright? So, yung sa atin na lang is yung paano natin intindihan, paano tayo mag-communicate kay MS Excel. Kumbaga, yung concept dito is we will teach or we will give instructions to MS Excel. Yung parang ganun, okay, MS Excel, you do it for me, you make the documents, ganito, ganyan. Para tayong nangungusap kay MS Excel. And that would be possible by using yung application na tinatawag nating Visual Basic for applications, and that is already built in kay Microsoft Excel. Alright? So ngayon, titingnan natin kung yun nga, bakit pinopromote talaga ni FMESS yung matutunan natin mag-macros, right? What are macros and everything that will be discussed later on. So sa ngayon, focus tayo kung yun nga, why there is a need para elevate tayo sa skills natin kay MS Excel into the automation part. Alright? So, ganito yan. Kasi, we have learned yung manual natin ginagawa using this. Right? Kasi nga, we need, the first step is to create yung parang simple database. Now, what if yung simple database natin is nagre-require ng, let's say we have 41 items of work, right? So, or let's say 42 items of work. Yan, 42 items of work. So, with these documents lang, kay General Ledger, kasi wala tayong choice eh. We need to, dito pa lang, we need to do it manually kasi we need to refer yung mga cells dito. So, for example, yung values dito. And we already discussed on how to do that. And that is by doing it like this. And then, going to here and then clicking those values na dito sa D1, right? And we are doing it for how many times? This will be done for 16 times multiplied by number of items of work. So you can just imagine how tedious this work is. So that's 16 multiplied to, let's say, 42 items. And that would be, so right, so prepare natin to. Okay. So 42 items multiplied to 16. So we are going to do that step, yung paglilink yan, for 672 times. And that means, talagang at risk tayo to mga erroneous kasi nalilito na tayo sa dami. Parang nakakalito, lalo na't marami yung items of work natin. And that is, we are prone to some erroneous results. We are prone to erroneous yung referencing natin. Right? So that's the reason why nabuo ko yung automation na part. Kasi I have experienced this for how many years now when I was working at TBWH, because we were also doing the program of works, preparation of program of works. So nangyayari, we have prepared and then mali-mali yung mga values namin kasi yun nga, sa dami ng items of work, hindi consistent yung values from the DUPA to yung mga sa summaries, like sa mga documents, financial documentation na pinipresent. Tapos subject for approval doon sa mga signatories natin. So, yeah, that's the common mistake, yung inconsistent yung values. So, that's one of the reasons. Now, again, we need to do that for 672 times for this particular sheet lang only or ng document. And this is actually not a document. Ito yung parang database natin, simple database. Right? So, what more if gagawin natin si summary of budget cost, BOQ, AIBC, BOM. Diba? Super dami ng documents na to. That's why we really need to do something na para ma-automate to. That's my task and that's my job. Kumbaga, diniscover ko siya, sinerch ko mga codes. Tapos tinweak ko hanggang nabuo ko and then now I'm ready to share. So, papakita ko sa inyo. Let's time kung magkano ba yung ginugugol natin or how much do we spend or how long does it take to refer in one sheet sa isang reference nito. Alright? So let's say for example, ito. So item number. So punta tayo kay 1. So and by doing that, we need a timer. So, punta tayo dito. Yan, I have prepared a timer. Alright, so let's start. Start. And then, balikan natin. Reference natin to. Let's go to F1. So, this will be F2. Yan. So, tama. And let's see. And let's stop our time. So, let's say we need 15 seconds to finish one, tawag dito, to finish or to complete one task, which is referencing each cell to the item or detailed unit price analysis. Right? So, as being shown just a while ago, right? So ngayon, we now have the data na we need 15 seconds to complete that simple task. Pero sa sobrang dami niyan, if we'll try to multiply it, 15 seconds. So anong mangyayari? We need 10,080 seconds to complete these documents. And pag sinabi natin 10,080 seconds, yan, cells, and this will be time per cell, referencing time to complete general ledger for like 42. In this example, we're having 42. We have 42 items of work, right? So this is in seconds. So let's convert it into minutes. Then we're going to divide it by 60. Tama? So we need 168 minutes. Tapos, since we are in minutes, why not compare it or convert it into hour? Right? So, divide 60. So, we need 2.8 hours to complete this task alone. Yung dito sa home natin or the general ledger natin. So, wala pa yung iba dyan. Okay? I will just try to validate kung tama ba yung mga pinagko-convert ko dyan by using convert function. Ayan. So, number will be this will be minutes. Meron ba tayong ano dito? Ay, hindi pala measurement ito. No? Sorry. Right. So, hindi pala. But, yeah. Tama na yan. Kasi there are 60 seconds in 1 minute. Right? So, pag dinivide natin yan, you will get in minutes. And then yung minutes natin, if divide natin ng 60, then we can get the hour units. So, yeah. We need 2.8 hours. So, pag sinabi natin 2.8 hours, magiging 0.8 multiplied by 60. So, we can get minutes. And that will be 2 hours and 48 minutes. Right? So, yan yung ginugugol natin. We are spending 2 hours and 48 minutes in doing this alone, yung home natin or yung general ledger. So, what if kung idagdag natin to, dito tayo. Right? So, let's see, for example, 1. We have here 7 columns and 42 kasi iba to eh. Right? So, 7 columns. Yan, gawin natin. Equals 7 columns multiplied by 42. 42 rows or now we will get 294 cells na i-refer natin doon. So the time that we need to complete every cell is 15 seconds and in a total of 4 So wala pa yung downtime dyan, guys, kasi minsan talaga nai-interfere tayo or nadi-distract tayo. So that's why we also need to consider that. So, you can just imagine na 3 oras mong gagawin itong document na to. Right? So, how about this one? Yung BOQ natin, how long will it take to complete this task? Let's say, for example, over 60. So, 70. Sorry. That will be minutes. Yan. So, ito magiging dito na lang natin. Yan. Okay. Mas maganda yung dito ilagay. Okay. Tapos, lagay natin dito. So, ibig sabihin, 0.225 times 60, then 13.5 minutes. So, ibig sabihin, 1 hour and 13.5 minutes. That's the time that we need to complete this cells. Itong 294. And this is for the BOQ. Yan. So, klarong-klaro dyan. Right? Okay. So, ito naman, this is for the database. Simple database or general ledger. This is very important talaga, general ledger. Now, hindi dyan nagtatapos yung ano natin. Yung tawag dito, yung ating work, right? We still have this itemized budget cost. Actually, ito, pag nasa pag nasa owner side ka, you really need this document. Especially yung mga nagtatrabaho sa mga government agencies. Meron silang ganito eh, especially yung nasa DPWH. This is actually patterned doon. Kasi I used to work before and do this as part of the preparation of program of works. So from here, we have, how many sets do we have? How many columns? So we have 13 columns and then 42 items or 42 rows. So 13 multiplied natin. We're gonna be doing this again. So we have here 13 times 42. Ayan, so 8,190 seconds, 60, that would be, so what will it be? So this will become 0.275. So this will now become 2 hours and 16.2 hours and 16.5 minutes. Yan. So dito pa lang guys, makikita na natin kung gaano ka-tedious, di ba? Wala pa to, wala pang BOM. So BOM, i-assume natin si BOM, we're gonna need, if you're doing it manually, 1. Let's say, depende kasi yung BOM sa actual na consideration mo for the materials. Right? So ito, ang dami nito. Ayan. So, let's pagpalagay lang natin. Dito lang muna tayo mag-focus. So, not counting the BOM and the rest documents. It means to say na we're gonna need 1 plus this 1 plus this 1. So, we're gonna need 6.3 hours. Not counting yung iba pang document that we need to prepare. So, madalas nga talaga, tapos magmali-mali ka pa. And then yung problema pag nagkakamali ka, you need to go back from the very root ng data mo. Kasi yun nga, pag hindi ka naman medyo familiar with the referencing na yung tipong isa lang document lang yung i-adjust mo and everything will just follow. Diba? So, pag ganun yung level ng ano natin, skills sa MS Excel, then perhaps aabot tayo sa mga 3 araw to prepare this document. Minsan nga, nagiging ano na tayo 1 week. So, worst, 1 week. So, you can just imagine pag ganito yung time natin. So, let's compare it when we are using the yung ano natin, yung invention kumbaga natin, alright? So, let's say for example, wala tayong values dito. Okay? Wala tayong values dyan. This one, wala tayong values dito. And we don't have a value here. And also we don't have a value here. Yan. So, yan, nakita natin, wala tayong value dyan, wala tayong value dyan, wala tayong value dyan, wala tayong value dyan. And even this thing over here, delete lang muna natin. so that we can see the difference between using the code or the macro compared to that manual. Okay, so let's just click. Anyway, reset natin and then click natin so that we can compare the time. Start and then click. Yan. "25 seconds, 26. Yo, stop. Imagine guys, 1 minute. Tinapos ng MS Excel yung document natin. Yan. We didn't do anything. Ayan. Ito. Ito. Yan. So, all these things, tinapos ni MS Excel ng 1 minute. So, you can imagine na if you're using the code, let's say for example, ito, sabihin natin, mabilis ka talaga kahit nakapag-manual ka. So, it took you like 8 hours. Let's say, for example, 8 hours. And then, yung paggamit lang ng code is 1 minute. Tinapos ni MS Excel yung in 1 minute. So, you can see how fast yung code natin compared to that manual way. Nakakapag-save ka na ng ilang oras. So, if we can just introduce this to our men, to our subordinates, or to our people who are working, if nasa contractor tayo, then mabilis. Mas marami pang magagawa yung mga tao natin. You can just imagine 1 minute. What is 1 minute? So, what is 1 minute? That will be, so isabihin natin, equals 8 times 60 over 60. So 8 times faster. Hindi. 8 times 60 equals 480, right? So 1 minute, seconds pala to. Okay? So 60 divided by how many hours do we have? So, pwede natin ito i-convert into seconds. So, 1760. Tapos, ayan, para ano. So, 8 hours at saka 1 minute, which is now in seconds. Ito, nagiging seconds na to, and this one is nagiging seconds. So, compare natin, 60 seconds over 28,800 seconds. That means, pag minultiply natin to, itong 60 seconds, multiply to 480 times, magre-result tayo ng 28,800. Ibig sabihin yan, mas mabagal to ng 480 times compared, you can just imagine, di ba? Kung gaano kabilis yung, at kung gaano, how long you have saved, yung time na na-save mo by using yung code. Yung gagawin mo lang is just to do the skill or to learn the skill dito sa course natin, and the rest will be history. Okay? So that's it. And I hope that you are excited for the yung topic natin, kasi napakaganda nito, and i-introduce natin kung ano ba yung gagamitin natin. Again, I already mentioned it that we are going to be using the Visual Basic for applications, and that will be discussed on the next lesson. Right? Thank you.